Okay, so in this video, we're going to put together our Good Tidings card. And this one's actually fairly simple. I'll go ahead and show you how it all goes together. So what we're going to do, and this is our envelope here, we can save that for later. Here is the main card here, okay? And what I'm going to go ahead and do is get that nice and creased. And I'm going to start with this piece here. Actually, I'm not even going to glue this down because it's pretty self-explanatory, but you want to put some glue on the back of this and get this piece glued into place. Okay, so it's very simple. And let's put together the ornament because everything pretty much revolves around the ornament. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to take our main piece here, and we did this in a gold foil. Okay, and on the front of the gold foil piece, we put this, we did ours in a white glitter. Okay, so you can use white glitter if you want, or I mean, you can do whatever you want with this. And again, this is a pretty delicate piece, so I would probably just put little dots all over it, just to make sure that it covers and holds nicely, and get that in place. And then the other side, if you're using a gold foil, we did this in a gold foil because our gold foil is not double-sided. It has a white back, so we kind of did an inverse on the back. But again, you're welcome to do it however you want to do it. Okay. And we'll just get that glued into place. Kind of jiggle it around, make sure that it's nice and flush everywhere. Okay, so there is our main ornament piece. And what we're doing with this piece is you're going to want to take some string, okay, and fold it in half, or make it like this so you have two. Don't fold it in half, but you know, get them side by side like this, and take your string and loop it through like that, and then pull it through so it ties it like this. That way it will lay straight, it'll hang straight, okay? So you probably want, I'd say, I don't know, you don't really need that much. Just to be safe, I'd probably give it about an inch, inch and a half or something, okay? And what we're gonna do is you kind of want to position it so that it's nice and centered. And then, actually, I think I have too much string, so I'm just going to cut off a little bit more and lay that nice and center. And you're going to get some Scotch tape. Use Scotch tape, and it held very well. Unless, of course, you go yanking on the string, which you don't want to do. And just tape that like so. Okay, and you can actually lift this up and test it. Make sure that it holds nicely. It's up to you which side you want. Now, on ours, I actually had the white glitter on the front, so I kind of flip-flopped it in this video, but that's not a problem. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna hide that with this piece. Okay, so you're gonna put glue on this piece here and just get that glued to the inside. Okay, and that's gonna give you a nice little natural border as well. So just get that glued into place. And then we can go ahead and decorate the front. So on the front of this thing, our gold foil piece was glued right there, and you want to basically put that right below where that little scalloped circle starts. So go ahead and put glue on this piece here and just get that glued into place. Okay. And then you can go ahead and begin building our little wreath here. Okay. And this is the first layer that goes on. Now, you don't actually have to do anything with this, but I did just kind of take and ruffle these out a little bit just to give them a little bit of dimension. Okay. And we did go heavy on the pop dots with these. Okay. Now, I couldn't fit an entire pop dot on this thing, but you see these larger areas here? That is where I placed my pop dots. I placed them in these little larger areas, and probably took one and cut it into, I don't know, 5 pieces, maybe 6 pieces. Looks like just about like that. Okay. And then I went ahead and pop dotted that right on there. Okay, so that's your boxwood. And then you've got your little holly leaves here. And the holly leaves, I actually took and pinched them in the center just to kind of flare them out a little bit to give them a little more dimension. And I did ink them with like a turquoise or like a green blue color just to kind of make them pop. And actually with the boxwood and this piece here, when you're peeling it off your mat, I noticed that when I started peeling the boxwoods off the mat with my spatula, I was doing it from the outside and I was kind of damaging them a little bit. So I just popped the circle out and I used my spatula to free it from the mat from the inside. I actually posted a little 10-15 second video on Instagram of me doing that today while I was cutting out these pieces for the video. And I just found that just made sure that these pieces came out you know, unscathed. They came out nice. Okay, so we're also going to pop dot this. Now before I do that though, this piece gets glued on here, like so. Okay, so I'm not gonna do that, but you can go ahead and get that glued on there. And then I'll grab another pop dot and I'm just kind of ripping little pieces off with my fingers and putting them underneath each little section here. And that just really gives this card some really nice dimension. Just do your best to get the little pop dot on there. There we go. And that one kind of got a little out of control. Okay. And then we're just going to pop that right on there. Okay, and again, you're just going to have the little red layer here. And then we're going to go ahead and, actually I think I'm missing a piece of the ribbon. I am missing a piece of the ribbon, but that's okay. Okay, so we also took some pop dots and put them on our bow. You're going to start with this piece here and just get that glued about there. We have another piece that we pop dotted right onto this piece, and then there's one more little piece that goes on the center here, and I actually misplaced it while I was bringing this stuff out to the studio. But yours does include it, and you can see it there. And just real quick here, the gold foil that we used for our ribbon and our bow, we did emboss with a polka dot or just a dotted Derice embossing folder. There's a link to it on Amazon in the supply list section. Also embossed the actual ornament. So as you can see here, as I noted, my ornament is flip-flopped here, but again, it's not a big deal. You can put yours wherever you want or however you want. This is how we originally designed it. And aside from that, of course, we added a little bit of bling. We've got some nice red rhinestones that I actually picked up from Michael's. And then we've got these little half pearls on here as well. Kind of just added one every 4 of these little circles here on this inner portion. So that kind of really finished it, in my opinion. So that's the card, and of course we do have an envelope that goes with this. And just like in our last card, it's a very simple envelope. You just go ahead and take and fold all the sides in. Now with that last side, just kind of get a visual as to where your glue can't go beyond. And if you want, you can kind of try to paint a mental picture of where you can and can't put your glue. And then go ahead and duplicate that on the other side. And I'm just going to fold that over and just hold it down while it dries. Then of course we've got the little holly leaves up here. And we're going to add our glue, doing little dots around the motif. And then, of course, on the little vein here, I want to make sure that you get a little bit of glue on there so it doesn't try to peel away. And just kind of working my way around there. Make sure that you get that nice and centered. There we go. All right, and there are 3 little berries, and we do have 3 little berries here that you're just going to glue in place in this formation to finish it off. And that is your good Tidings card. Stay on top of all things Dreaming Tree and engage with us today. Get the latest news and enter in our giveaways on Facebook. Get inspired by following us on Pinterest. Be the first to see our new product launches on Instagram. Do you prefer Twitter? Yep, we're there too. Watch our beautiful product trailers and assembly tutorials on YouTube. For more information, visit www.3dsvg.com. Live, craft, love, and dream.